still working on our half swing. For me, once again, probably the best all-round ball striking exercise you can do. And we've talked already about the mechanics of it, the right arm folding away, left arm folding away, maximum club head travel with minimum body movement. And I'd like you to just get a club and don't even think about the ball. Rehearse these basic movements. Like anything in life, we learn, the movements. And in golf, the end product will be hitting good shots, having learnt the correct movements. Right arm fold, left arm. Now, one important aspect to this is, we sometimes hear the word swing plane. What it really means is obviously direction. How do we hit the ball straight? And if I come around here and side on, as I'm turning and swinging, the angle of my shaft of my club is very relevant. And it all comes from understanding the control area of the swing. Upper arms and shoulders. And from here you can actually see how the shaft of my club is pretty much pointing down at the target line. In other words, a line from through the ball to the target. If I was here, for example, as my club's coming down, it's now traveling from out to in. The ball would go left. Lift my left arm up. Club's way too flat. Coming in way kind of stuck behind the ball here, going to shove it out to the right. But actually getting the club on line, on its correct plane, is really a combination of correct body turn and then not allowing the upper arms and shoulders to fly around. And as you can see, if I swing back and forward, my club is always on that same kind of circle. From front on, we see the movement of the club head forming. We'll just call it, it's not quite a circle, but we'll call it a circle. And the secret is, how do I get that circle absolutely square on? So if you were drawing me from side on, or drawing the club head, you draw a straight line, rather than maybe an ellipse. And a through impact and into the half follow-through position, the shaft is on the same angle. It's pointing down to the imaginary ball target line. But remember, and if we go back to this basic exercise, shoulders down, elbows together, and turning back and forward, whenever I stop, my elbows are still pointing down at my hips. Elbows to hips. That's the control area. That's what almost locks the club head onto the correct plane. What I don't want you to be thinking at all about is these positions, position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You don't learn high-speed movement that way. Certainly don't learn sports that way. We don't want to learn golf that way. It doesn't work. And it almost seems too simple. But by understanding principles of control, without even thinking about those movements, we've actually gone through them at high speed. So once again, from side on, you can see the club forming that kind of circular movement. Club on its correct plane. Oh, suddenly it's wrong. Letting my upper arms fly. And then going back to just a little bit of practice here. Arms together, nice soft swing. All the time though, trying to feel, is there any force from the upper arms and shoulders or any tension? That felt nice. Again, no physical effort. I hit that just a little bit harder by applying a bit more speed, feeling my hands getting the club head moving faster. One more. And then hit that one just a little bit harder still, but no more physical effort, a bit more speed. But remember, all the positions in the swing of the club and the angles of the shaft are governed by the upper arms and shoulders, the control area. And to get a club onto that correct plane, checkpoint, simple, shoulders down, elbows together. And shoulders down, elbows together.